Earlier, Coach was talking about how you guys have been reducing turnovers a lot. And he said one of the things was you guys have been really learning when there's a good play there, or maybe it looks like a good play, maybe make sure that there's not a better play, or maybe the defense doesn't have an angle. Kind of take us through the process. You know, how does that, you know, how does that happen in practice? How does it translate to games?
Yeah, really just working on it in practice every day. A lot of ball handling drills, a lot of pushing the dribble out, and the thing we try to focus on is just keeping simple plays. Then the simple plays turn into big plays for us.
For either of you guys, Rob seems like he's really minimizing his mistakes. I think he's only got like 2 turnovers in each of his last 7 games. Just what have you seen out of him that's allowed him to be so effective with you guys moving the ball so well lately?
I think just his maturity, that shows a lot on that offensive side of the ball. Just him being able to find everybody and make the easiest play and not try to find the guy that's the farthest away from the ball, but maybe just hitting the guy that's right next to him and then hitting the guy that's farthest away for an easy play.
Juwan, what do you guys, as kind of like as you've been through the Big Ten before, especially you guys who are just 1 year removed from being freshmen, and Coach Martin mentioned this, you guys have been talking to the current freshmen about, okay, non-conference is about to end, Big Ten play is about to start. What do you tell those guys? What are those conversations like?
I tell them they have to keep the same mentality going through, and like it's going to get tougher, but you can't take anybody lightly at all. Anybody's liable to beat you on any given night, and so you just, especially since the competition is a lot more stiff, and like you're going to know all these players, and some of them aren't household names in non-conference, but all of them are once you get into conference, and we're going to see them probably once or twice, and so you just got to keep that edge going and not really just take plays off or anything like that in practice.
James, so since the beginning of this season, going through the non-conference, what are some things you guys feel like you've really improved on since the beginning of the year, and what are some things you think you still need to work on going into Big Ten play?
Really, I feel like we've improved a lot on our rebounding starting from the beginning of the season, offensively and defensively. Like we said earlier, not turning the ball over. So just really just focusing on everything, just to be a strong team all around, no weaknesses.
James, what do you, defensively, what do you feel are maybe like 1 or 2 things that you guys look at and say, okay, these are things we really want to improve on before we hit, you know, Big Ten play on some 28?
It really just varies from the team we're playing. Like we focus on their tendencies and what they like to do. So like if we're playing a team that likes to drive the ball a lot, we focus on the help guys stunting the gaps. If we're focusing on shooters, we don't want to leave them open and things like that.
Juwan, you and OG really emerged as key rotation players for this team last year in your first year after having, for lack of a better term, quiet non-conference seasons. I mean, just what did you guys kind of do behind the scenes that allowed you to emerge in Big Ten play, and maybe how can you pass that along, or how have you seen that in the other guys like Curtis and Devontae?
I think just what stuck out for me and OG was we just wanted to get better. We wanted to be out there contributing to the team, and we we went and seeked that out from Yogi and Nick and Max, Troy, James, Rob, and as they kept giving us more and more info, we started applying it to the games and to practice, and Coach was able to see it. And I just try to give that to the freshmen as advice this year, and just keep telling them, keep working on their craft, never let a day go by with it not getting better. And if they don't know something, ask a question, because you can't really be mad at them for something they don't know. But if they're not willing to get the answer to something they don't know, then that's a problem.
Coach said, I think it was last week, that, you know, you were one of the guys he pointed to and said it's really a team leader that really goes and talks to guys. Is that something that develops? Were you like that, you know, last year, or how does that, you know, were you like that as a junior, senior in high school? How does that come about? Is it just personality? Is it learned?
I think it's just personality, because both my parents were like top ranked in their platoons, and so it pretty much just came with being born into the military family.